Back at home, and it's a new week. Let's get it started with some winners. Today on the Power 5, I've got you covered with both games of the NBA TV doubleheader. That's Rockets Knicks and Magic Warriors. Couple big Monday matchups on ESPN in college basketball as well. Plus, stay tuned for a free client play. As a reminder, you can always comment down below with your thoughts on these selections. All I ask is that if and when you agree, please go ahead, smash that like button. Let's get it started with Rockets at Knicks, which tips off 7:30 Eastern on NBA TV. Got some key injuries to monitor here on both sides. For New York, OG Anunoby listed as questionable for tonight after leaving Saturday's loss to the Lakers with what is being called a right foot sprain. Josh Hart questionable as well because of right knee soreness. On the Houston side, Fred VanVleet left Saturday's game with an ankle injury. Of course, Şengün has been out for the last two games. He's questionable. Nevertheless, looking at the WagerTalk.com live odds screen, the total for tonight's matchup has moved from 225.5 up to 224.5. I agree with that move, and I would bet the over here. Rockets road games have gone over this season at a 63% rate. You're talking about a situation here where they're coming off a 98-point game at home. You have to expect better all-around shooting, even if guys are out. Remember, the Knicks are generally pretty terrible at defending the three-point line, so I think Houston will have success there. Offensively for the Knicks, I expect Karl-Anthony Towns to have a monster game, so over is the call there. 10 p.m. Eastern, Magic Warriors. That is the second half of the NBA TV doubleheader. The total for this one has already been bet down from 216 to 212.5. I agree with this move as well and would play the under. Although if it gets lower than 210, I might just choose to focus on the Magic team total under. Guys, Orlando has scored more than 108 points in regulation only two times since Christmas. Granted, they were not healthy for majority of that time, but let's look at the last two games. Banchero is back. Wagner is back, and yet the Magic scored just 90 and 99 points in those two games. The Magic have now scored 100 points or fewer in 7 of the last 9 contests, with Golden State still waiting on the status of Draymond Green, but this is a team that only scored 105 last time out. Should be another low-scoring affair here. All right, let's go to college, where quite obviously the biggest game on Monday's docket is a top 15 battle between number 3 Iowa State and number 11 Kansas, 9 p.m. Eastern tip-off on ESPN. Although both teams are expected to take a bit of a tumble down the rankings after each lost their last game. In the case of Iowa State, they've lost 2 straight at Arizona. Then the real shocker over the weekend is 14.5-point home favorites to Kansas State. Kansas, meanwhile, has now inexplicably blown big leads 2 of its last 3 games. There was that loss at home to Houston, and then Saturday at Baylor. Don't really feel like backing either side in tonight's matchup, but I do like the under. Already seen a little money come in as this total is down from 145.5 to 144.5. These are 2 of the top 6 teams in defensive rating per Ken Palm. I expect both coaching staffs to place a heavy emphasis on defense heading into this matchup after both teams allowed 80 points over the weekend. Also, 9 p.m. Eastern, big matchup in the AAC, the American UAB hosting North Texas. These teams are tied for second place in the conference, 1 game behind Memphis, who won yesterday, but barely against Rice. This game is on ESPN2, even though, so same time as Kansas, Iowa State, even though North Texas plays at one of the slowest tempos in the entire country. I like the over here at 138.5. The number open 137.5. So once again, in agreement with the market, these teams already met once this season. It was a 78-75 final in North Texas's favor. The Mean Green should not have much difficulty scoring here against a UAB team that is one of the worst defensive ratings, 271st nationally in the entire conference. But UAB also has the AAC's best offense, in addition to one of the worst defensive ratings. Here's a trend for you. The last 6 head-to-head matchups between these two teams, North Texas and UAB, have all gone over the total. All right, let's wrap it up with what will be a client play for me on Monday. It's in soccer. We head to Italy, where admittedly I lost yesterday in the Milan Derby, but I like the over in Lazio Cagliari. Lazio, despite back-to-back losses and failing to win 6 of their previous 9 Serie A matches, should have little difficulty scoring goals here, guys. In fact, I think they're more than capable of putting this match over the total of 2.5 themselves. 19 previous meetings against Cagliari, they have averaged 2.3 goals per match. Cagliari's been especially vulnerable when it comes to set pieces, allowing a league-high 14 goals from dead ball situations. Meanwhile, Lazio have scored 13 goals off set pieces. That's second most in the league. The key here is we're going to probably need at least 1 goal from Cagliari. Probably. Again, I think Lazio could maybe score 3 themselves, but note Cagliari, they had scored in 3 consecutive matches prior to last week's 2-0 loss to Torino. That includes scoring 4 goals in their last match here at home, which was a win against Lecce. Time to recap the Power Five here on Monday. We like it's totals heavy. It was all totals, as a matter of fact, here on a Monday. We like the over in Rockets Knicks. We like the under in Magic Warriors. In college, we like the under Iowa State Kansas. Then we like the over on UAB Texas. And then in soccer, Serie A, we like the over in Lazio Cagliari. So again, comment down below with your thoughts on those plays. Also, feel free to let me know what you're betting on tonight as well. Just a reminder that for all of today's top selections, you head on over to wt.buzz/BP. I still have that Super Bowl prop posted. It's been upgraded to a 4% best bet. Last year, I cashed my lone Super Bowl prop on the second play from scrimmage. That was Kyle Juszczyk over half a reception. I went on to sweep the game, cashed the 49ers first half money line. I am a perfect 3-0 with Super Bowl selections the last 2 years, as well as a perfect 6-0 the last 4 times the Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl. We're officially less than a week away from the big game. I'll be adding more to my card throughout the week, so be sure to head on over to wt.buzz/BP. That is going to do it for this edition of the Power 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Great to be back home. Smash that like button if you did enjoy the show. Remember, click subscribe if you already haven't done that. That way you don't miss any of this great sports betting content we have here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. And until next time, guys, let's cash some tickets.